everybody. Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of All In Sports. It's your man, Lee Ice. And you can see I'm joined by my brother, Mr. Jack. Jack is back. What's up, Jack?
What's up, Lee? How you been, buddy?
Hey, man, it's playoff football, man.
No, I'm sorry.
Nothing is better than NFL playoff football. Maybe
March Madness.
March Madness. Maybe March Madness.
That is my favorite time of the year. But yeah, this right here is nice. And tonight's game, I can't wait to see that Frozen Bowl. It's cold as hell there.
Yeah, KC and Miami. And then always the big dog. Big dog, what's going on, man?
Man, I'm a little down this week. It's been a crazy week in football, period. We're going to get into it in the State of the Union, of course. You know, legends are leaving and stuff like that. So we'll get into it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's what today's show is about, y'all. Coaching, man. All this coaching craziness, man. Well, let's thank everybody for tuning last week's show, and let's thank everybody for tuning this week's show. Like I always say, I hope we can entertain y'all during what we're going through. You know I don't say that word, but I'm going to always tell you to protect yourself and your family the best way you know how. Mr. Jack, are you ready to get things started, champ?
Yes, sir. I'm thirsty, too. Hey, now, cheers, brother.
Ready to go all in?
All in.
Give me some. All right, y'all know what's first on the agenda. It's All In State of the Union, brought to you by the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever done. Nope, I'm talking about Bret Hart. I'm talking about the Big Dog. What's going on, Big Dog?
It started on Wednesday afternoon in the upper northwest of the United States. 12-man, Microsoft, Starbucks, and the Salmon loses their legendary coach after 14 years, Pete Carroll. How you feel?
We're going to talk about Pete. I love Pete Carroll, man.
Then, the shocker, that same afternoon, Alabama, probably some people might say the greatest football coach, period, of all time. Pro, college, high school, whatever. Nick Saban retires. But Lee, you know what's crazy? How do you retire and go to work the next day?
I've heard of people doing that.
That's all he know.
Then, Thursday morning, around 7:30, the news broke from Foxborough, Massachusetts. Bob Kraft, Bill Belichick, separate ways. They go.
New England, I don't know, man. We'll talk about Bill, too.
Mike Vrabel got fired this week, too.
Yeah, we talk about him, too. It was a hell of a week, man. This got to be the craziest coaching, like, whatever, all season ever.
I thought it was the year of the quarterback, but I tell you now, it's almost going to be the year of both, you know, like all the quarterbacks we've seen this year. I ain't never seen this many coaches get gone at the end of the year.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Yeah.
On Houston.
No, Houston. Houston's spreading it wide open. Put in the backups. Dang. 37-14.
Then, also this week, I don't know if you didn't know, and y'all probably see this Tuesday, the Bills and the Steelers got moved to Monday. So,
they got too much.
Also, LeBron will be out for miss his fourth game of the year with an ankle injury. John Morant out for the season, shoulder surgery that overshadowed. And another one, Lee, I didn't mention this last week. Eric Montross passed away of cancer.
Yeah, last week.
Yeah, Eric Montross.
I respected the man.
I was in North Carolina, but I respected the hell out of him.
Yeah,
I respect the out too.
He was all business on the court.
No doubt.
The Ice.
Yes, sir.
Rod Mayo, New England's new head coach. First black head coach in New England.
Yeah. They got a new combination, Kraft Mayo.
DeBoer went to the college football playoff final with Washington. Now he's an Alabama head coach. How you feel?
That's a hell of a move, man. We could talk about, see if he can handle that or not.
Hey,
it's an extension to 2030.
They had to give it to him because they thought he was going to go to Alabama.
Yeah. The Ice, take us commercial break.
All right, we got to go to a break, but like the big dog was saying, coaching, all these coaching, moving, leaving, time. We're going to talk about all of that. The best, the worst, the best coaching moves ever, the worst ones. We're talking about them when we come back. All in sports. The big dog, Lee Ice, and Jack is back. We'll be right back.
Welcome to XO7 Mic Talk.
This one time, make sure you tune in to XO7 Mic Talk.
That's my guy right there. He's a dirty mo.
Good evening and welcome to XO7 Mic Talk.
I am Byron Brown. Welcome to XO7 Mic Talk.
Good evening and welcome to XO7 Mic Talk.
Welcome to XO7 Mic Talk.
Did you tell them that once this same article in Deadspin came out, weeks later you wrote a lengthy apology to me in an email, begging me to forgive you, pointing out how you were betrayed by this particular writer, so you know how I must feel that you betrayed me? Did you tell the folks that, you bitch? Did you tell them? You fat piece of shit. Did you tell him that? Got the names. We got Jamel Hill. We got Howard Bryant. You want me to bring up the other writers that wouldn't work for you? Why it took you nearly 2 years to get an article out? Because you ran that shit so bad you were running it into the ground? Did you tell them?
Nice. I don't have to say what that went down. I think we have to say that show for another day and time. That was Stephen A. Smith talking about your twin brother, Jason Whitlock.
I don't even know nothing about this, but I can imagine.
Jason Whitlock, man, that's my man. Mostly everybody don't like him. Some people say I'm Jason Whitlock, but he went on. He been going on Stephen A. So Stephen A. finally clapped back. So that was Stephen A. clapping back.
And so did Shannon. So did Shannon. We heard Shannon. I heard that today.
Oh man, that's funny. I heard it though. All right, let's get into this coaching, man. Where do we start? Greatest coach, arguably in college football, Nick Saban, right?
Yeah,
he's gone. He retired. The reasons why, I think Big Dog got a report coming up later on that. I saw this coming as soon as that NIL stuff started, you know, and the way Nick Saban was talking about it, but he got his team to the playoffs. He was one win away from playing for another national championship. So he's still walking away on top, you know? Still walking away on top. Do you think he still want to coach? Do you think he's done? Do you think he wanted to stop coaching? Or do you think he's like, man, screw this. All this, you know, this money is just, you know, this NIL shit and all this. I've had it. I don't have nothing else to prove. Let me get out of here. What you think, Jeff?
It's definitely ruining the game, like we spoke about a couple weeks ago. You know, when I heard Saban step down, it reminded me when I was a kid and when another legend stepped down from the same damn university, Bear Bryant. I mean, you remember the hat and everything about that guy. You're going to remember Saban probably by his hair. But, you know, he's one of those, man. As much as I didn't like Alabama, I put him up at legendary status.
Now, when Bear stepped down, Alabama, did they win another national championship before Saban got there?
I don't know that.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I remember Curry being there, Bill Curry, but I don't think they had they definitely didn't have the success that they had under Bear. My point is, when you replace a legend, you know, it's hard, man. It's hard. And it took them Bear left in the 80s?
Yeah.
So you're talking like 20 plus years for them to get it right back to where Alabama, the people of Alabama fans, you know, Bama fans, when Saban came winning national championship, he won 6.
And he came, guess what I'm saying? He came from winning, you know, Saban, he climbed the stairs, you know, he didn't just get shit handed to him.
Right.
Saban climbed the steps of success.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he built Michigan State up before he left.
Yeah.
And then he won a championship at LSU, you know.
That's where I started to kind of like him.
I liked him at LSU too. Now I liked him when he coached the Dolphins. He was just, I loved his interview because he talked to you like, are you really asking me this? You know, the way he answered his question. He was so cool. He was so cool and calm with it though.
Yeah.
So
he could have just got Gatorade thrown on you and he was still cool.
Right.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Washington's coach, Kalen DeBoer. I don't know much about him. I looked at his record over the last couple of years of the way he's been, and so he's going to replace.
Everything looks good. I mean,
But do you know how hard? I mean, everything the minute he blows a fourth down, the minute he blows a timeout. Saban wouldn't have done that.
It's the mecca of college football, SEC football is like, going to the Garden. It's just, you're at the top of your ladder now, bro. Let's see what you got, is what I see. And I mean, so far so good. And then you got to look at it. You're getting handed an SEC program, a top SEC program. And you already got a little cred going from what you just did with Washington. So the way all this transfer protocol goes, you'll probably get a half the Huskies team on the team by 2 years. You know what I mean?
From the Pac-10. I don't see him. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, you saw Saban, like you said. You saw him escalating up to Michigan State. Then he went to LSU. Then he tried the NFL. But everybody knew he had it. This guy, I just don't know too much about him. You know,
what do you think? What do you think about when you think about Alabama football? Basically, probably from Bryant all the way on to current. They haven't been a pass-hungry program. They've been pretty balanced, I'd say. We've had Heisman running backs, Heisman quarterbacks, but this guy coming in from Washington, he's pass-hungry, and I haven't seen Alabama do that before. So you never know what they got coming in. They might be looking at different kind of quarterbacks now.
That's the thing.
Is he going to see Alabama go pass?
Landscape of Alabama football. I mean, that's years and years and years and years and years of tradition. This man might want to come in and throw it all over. And, you know, some of them boosters and alumnus like, hey, what are you doing?
Hey, excuse me. Alabama was pass happy. Remember what Hurts?
When was that?
Tua.
And on the 60%.
Not like they're gonna be on next year.
Never been like Washington. I mean, they're 75.
And I think they also was a little pass happy when Gene Stallings was there when he won the national championship with Jody Walker as quarterback.
Okay, Joey, that's it. Gene Stallings. So they did win one between Bear.
Yeah,
and
Gene Stallings was the last one between that. He was the last one before Saban.
Okay, yeah.
I think Gene Stallings won 2 out of 4 years he was there, something like that.
He won 2?
I know he beat Miami for one.
They got one.
He beat Miami. But let me do my research.
Okay. Yeah, Gene Stallings. I know the face. I did.
We was young then. We was young then.
Huh?
I say Gene Stallings years. We was just young then.
All right, let's keep it in college before we go NFL. I've been predicting this for the last 3 years. It's time. It's time for Harbaugh to roll, right?
Stallings only won one. 1992.
Yeah, okay. You think Harbaugh's leaving?
He's definitely gone. I think he's definitely gone. Why stay and deal with all that turmoil and crap? You got your ring.
Let me tell you why I stay. Because the Big Ten has 18 teams in it.
And you know what? And it's 12 playoff teams now, right?
12 playoff.
So you just got to make the 12. You just got to make the 12.
Nah, it's different now, Lee Ice. They changed it again. You got to win your conference. You got to win your conference game. So that means there'll probably be 8 at large, 4 then 4. Then it'll be like 8 at large.
That makes sense.
So all of them have to win their conference.
Yeah, that makes sense. I haven't heard that news. You got the scoop.
That's another reason why I kind of shocked Saban gone, because it's easier. I mean, he probably thinking he can't recruit as much like he used to. He used to get in the very top, you know what I'm saying? But now with this NIL, they can get them and they can just leave the next year.
On the next segment, Larry, I would get into why. Because I remember I talked about this 2.5, 3 years ago on this show. Why this happened. And this might be a trickle-down effect for the SEC. We keep on going. When we come,
how much more time them boys got to declare?
What, for the draft?
Yeah. Just coming. It's short.
Then they got until like Super Bowl week, don't they?
Is that late? I thought it was coming up soon.
I thought sure.
Williams hasn't declared yet. Caleb over there at USC.
He put out a statement that if the Bears draft him, he's not going to play for them. He's already
gonna pull some John Elway on him.
Huh?
Yep. John Elway and Manning. Eli did it with San Diego.
Yeah, he did.
See if they gonna get on him like, hey man, you don't want to go there.
No, the thing is, and he can stay in school and make just as much money.
Hey, buddy.
Let's go start screwing drafts up.
You got another year or two, right?
Yeah,
one. And then you see Tua.
He local boy, y'all know that, right?
Yeah, he's local. Williams local.
But did y'all see what Tua did from Maryland? He's gonna play. He entered the portal.
Yeah,
Don't mean he's gonna play. He can get approved, Lee Ice.
He entered the portal?
Yeah,
He entered the portal.
What's he got left? 2?
a year.
A year.
And he's Maryland?
He has to get approved for it.
Wow.
I didn't know that.
Working on what
You got to graduate and get approved for it. So if you don't get approved,
He's got some type because didn't COVID have something to do with it, Big Dog?
yeah.
Yeah, but I thought they finally stopped that. It had a lot to do with my programs I run over here too. We nipped that in the bud probably 2 years ago. COVID 2020.
Yeah, let's take a quick break.
All right, y'all. When we come back, we're going to talk about the NFL coaching. Another craziness going on.
I will tell you about Nick Saban, too. Why
he's going to tell you about why.
Yeah, I want to hear that scoop.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear that either. All right, y'all. All in sports. Come back. Big Dog going to spill the tea, as they say. We'll be right back.
Video footage of the one thing you think you do best. So The Rock says, roll the footage. Oh boy. Big Show is loving. Now, Big Show, just in case you didn't digest that, let's look at it one more time from a different angle. Why are you laughing? What? Now, Big Show, seeing as you have a third grade education, maybe you'll understand it one more time in slow motion. All right, what did
You smell it? That's on part of stuff I remember.
Lee Ice.
Yeah.
That's the great one.
The great.
Rock making fun of the Big Show on Monday Night Raw some years ago.
Yeah.
Back to you.
All right, y'all. We waiting. We teased it. Big Dog teased it. All right, Big Dog. Tell us the reason why Nick Saban left.
Well, 3 years ago on this show, I told you the SEC on CBS presented by the Home Depot lost the deal to ESPN. Do you remember that? It was on during the Corona State of the Union. Well, the reason CBS kept the SEC for so long was the main clog was Nick Saban. A lot of people didn't know that. Nick Saban and What's the guy that just got fired from Texas A&M? What's his name?
Oh,
And the guy in Georgia. They're the reasons why the CBS
Kirby Smart's in Georgia.
Yeah, Kirby Smart and the other guy, just got fired from Texas A&M. The reasons why the SEC. So Nick Saban, my sources said, was very, say nicely, pissed off that the ESPN got it. He already felt ESPN had too much control over college football.
Mike Elko, over Texas A&M.
Nah, it was
the guy that's guaranteed $100 million.
He used to be at Florida State.
Oh, he's still getting paid?
Huh? Yeah, he's still getting paid.
Oh, wow. All right. Sorry. Excuse me.
So he already felt ESPN had too much control. The reason NIL is in is because of ESPN behind the scenes. You know, ESPN controls the college football playoff. Whether people like it or not, that's what their bread and butter. So when they went to the negotiation table 3 years ago, Saban wanted CBS, NBC, and Fox to be part of the package. It could have been a 12-team package then, but ESPN wanted to keep it 4 and keep all the money to themselves. Saban was hot about that. And then the NIL took off more and more, but it would have been, if they'd have gave the other networks an opportunity, it would have been so much more money and so much more publicity, so it could have rivaled the NFL in money and everything, and everybody could have got some of the money. It would have been more money now than it ever been. Saban didn't like that. Then NIL took his own thing, and those are the reasons why he's actually retired, because he's had enough. And you know, next year ESPN has the SEC.
Hey, you know,
you think Nick Saban will be in the booth next year? In the booth?
If it is, it'll be on. He may, but I don't see it. I think
not for ESPN though, right?
He'll probably be on ESPN. I would say ESPN, but I would think he may take a year off, and he may coach somewhere else one more time.
I can see that.
College. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, I can see.
All right, let's get into the NFL.
I'm gonna give you a hint. Could it be Florida State? All the accusations going on in Florida State right now. That Florida State is about to sue the ACC to break off. Could it be Florida State?
I think he stay SEC so he can bust everybody's ass again.
Florida State might be coming to the SEC if they break off in the ACC.
Yeah, I keep forgetting about all that. I say soon we're going to have 3 leagues, man. You know, it's crazy, all these things, all these conferences getting so big.
Well, Dion will eventually end up at Florida State, so.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that'd be cool. That go back to some flashy 80s days there. That'd be cool.
He'd probably rock his number 2 jersey on the sideline.
With the big gold bling on.
All right, NFL. Belichick, Pete Carroll, Mike Vrabel, all got the pink slip.
They got
the pink. What's wrong with Tennessee? Tennessee, how you gonna find that?
It was time, the ice. I mean,
Vrabel
change. I think
it was time.
You're the man, a quarterback. The man got to the AFC Championship with Tannehill. Come on, give him a quarterback.
I think ownership was really pissed off at him when he traded A.J. Brown. I forgot the other receiver that they traded with. It was 2 receivers they had, and they traded him away, and they thought they could do better, and they didn't. They've been flat on their face ever since. And I think that was a lot of Vrabel's doing. And I think after that, they say, "Oh, you ain't no Belichick, bro. You got one more time. You up out of here." And that's what happened.
Yeah.
Seattle got rid of the coolest 72-year-old man on earth, Pete Carroll.
That one was probably the most shocking out of all of them so far, because you still had a winning season.
Yeah.
Your problem with Seattle this year was you had a numerous amount of injuries in the middle of the season that cost you games.
Well, they're
then in the end of the season, you were great. It was just the middle. You lost all your key players for a moment of time.
They did him dirty. Pete Carroll is the greatest coach in Seattle Seahawks history. Okay?
Yeah.
Who's on Mike Holmgren?
Yeah. He got the 2. 1-1. Should have won 2.
Better than Chuck Knox.
Yeah.
There.
Chuck
There.
Knox, Yeah, man.
With that franchise, I say yes.
Yeah. So it's gonna. I mean, people don't. I'll put Pete Carroll up there. He's not a legend, but I'll put Pete Carroll up there. Like, if you go to Seattle, to me, you're replacing the greatest coach in Seattle Seahawks history. So speaking of replacing, let's talk about the best coaching changes, and let's talk about the worst.
It's already who. Everybody know who's gonna replace Pete Carroll. Everybody know who's gonna be.
What do you think?
Mike Quinn.
Exactly.
Man, as soon as the Cowboys lose or whatever the Cowboys done, he's Seattle head coach, bro.
I agree.
That was
and then Russell Wilson going back.
No, it's not. And I can tell you the two places Russell Wilson's going to end up at. And that's what my sources saying. And one of them, I'm not feeling it, but it can end up here, and that's the one I'm not feeling. And do not be surprised if he ends up in Carolina.
Huh.
That young boy, he definitely ain't ready. He can tune in.
They talk about here a lot. Every certain thing. It's going to be a lot of quarterback movement this offseason. I think Justin Fields will be in either Atlanta, but the team's petitioned to keep him here, there. And I think if Belichick goes to Atlanta, like they're starting to say he is, I can see Justin Fields there. But Mike I can't say his last name, but he's on NBC. And
Mike Furrier.
And the guy off ESPN that used to be the GM for the Colts, whatever, I see his face, I can't say it. Both of them think he's coming here.
Who?
Belichick.
Yeah.
Mike Furrier. I am hearing it more.
Mike Furrier actually said that. He actually said that in like September.
I said it during the summer. I said it during the summer.
Started. Yeah.
I said it during the summer.
Because he's from Annapolis, right?
Yeah, he went to Annapolis High School.
Not high school. He's got property over on the Eastern Shore.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind.
And the other one is now the big rumor is Washington might want to pump their brakes and a couple other teams. Mike Tomlin might step away from the Steelers at the end of the season. I heard that.
I heard that too.
Regardless, win, lose, or draw, whatever they do, he might step away and go somewhere else, he's saying.
Yeah, I heard that. It's going to be a crazy offseason. I tell you.
It's already crazy.
Probably for the next month or two.
So,
you got the free agency yet.
I know, right?
So, Rob Mayo, he's replacing a legend in New England.
They've been working on this for a long time, Lee.
Yeah.
You know,
they say it was in place 2 years ago. They say Belichick already knew what was going to happen.
So did Vrabel get let go first before Belichick did? Was he fired?
Yes. Vrabel was the third one to get fired.
Vrabel was available when Belichick made the news.
Yeah.
Right?
Everybody just
started. I would have thought Vrabel would have got the job.
They was all saying he's going to New England. He's going. Nah, but Belichick had that. Apparently, Carolina wanted to take Mayo. And they told him, no, you're next in line. When Bill steps down, you're next.
Well, that's why they put the contract in place 2 years ago.
Put in his contract. So replacing a legend.
Definitely been worked on before, this week.
He's replacing a legend, like I said. So let's go down to the best coaches who replaced legends, how it worked out. I think we can all agree Jimmy Johnson replacing Tom Landry worked out.
It took a while.
Oh, yeah, they got beat down.
Well, he had to start.
Season, boy. I remember that.
He started at Tom Landry last year was 3-13. So, and then he had to gut it out. You know what I'm saying?
You guys know what made that Dallas Cowboy dynasty, right?
Herschel Walker trade.
Correct.
All right, Chuck No. Bill Cowher replaced Chuck No. That worked out, right?
Yeah, it did.
And then Mike Tomlin replaced Bill Cowher. So,
the ones you named, I don't think they're the best ones.
Which one's the best?
A lot of people. I must name two. First one's the most obvious one. George Seifert replacing Bill Walsh. They went to the Super Bowl and had the best record in 49 history after that. Still see. But the one a lot of people don't talk about, Lee Ice, Tom Flores replacing John Madden.
John Madden.
He went to 2 Super Bowls after that, the Raiders.
Yes, he did. That was a yes.
Nobody talks about that one. I think that was one of the
Lawrence,
best.
you know how I used to get mad because before he went into the Hall of Fame, he went into the Hall of Fame, so I was like, why is this man not in the damn Hall of Fame? He gets no love. And he did. He was a hell of a coach for the Raiders.
Yeah.
A hell of a coach. Another hell of a coach that needs to be in the Hall of Fame is Dan Reeves. Why ain't Dan Reeves in the Hall of Fame?
I didn't know he wasn't.
I didn't know he wasn't, but he should be.
What's he got, 2?
At least as a player.
He got 2 and what, 5?
He took 3 teams to the playoffs, 2 teams to the Super Bowl.
And he got 2 Super Bowl rings as a player.
And he got 2 as a player. This man, he all right, let's talk about coaching legends who left and then came back and tried to coach and it didn't work. Hank Stram. Great coach, Kansas City. Terrible coach in New Orleans.
Joe Gibbs.
There you go.
Let his ass home.
Oh no! Yeah,
Joe Gibbs
he had 2 Super Bowl. He had 2 playoff appearances. Okay, that's good. Okay, especially working with what he was working with and who he was working with. You know, I'm gonna stick up for Joe Gibbs.
How many years did he stay, Lee? 3?
4.
He stayed 4, and they made the playoffs twice. No other coach did that.
No, that sounds like success. I ain't heard that in a long time. Sure.
Yeah. Another one that great coach.
Oh, you said no other coach from Washington has done that since then?
Not under Snyder.
What's the name? This guy fired. The drunk dude. What's his name?
Shanahan.
No.
Who?
The other one. The other guy. Jay Gruden.
Oh, yeah.
He made it twice.
Yeah, now Gruden got to the playoffs a couple times.
They didn't make the playoffs twice with Gruden. They made it once. 2015. They should have made it in 2016, but Kirk Cousins got to throw a late interception against the Giants. But, I don't remember.
Redskins would have had more success if they put their money in Kirk Cousins over 3 sticks.
All right. See if y'all can guess them. Great coach with the Chicago Bears. Retired. Came back. It's a bum with the Saints. Yeah.
Every coach you can say
it was a joke with the Saints, man.
Back to New Orleans. Bum Phillips came back, went to New Orleans. Bum Phillips after got the Saints their first.
Phillips was entertaining.
Almost. They finished 8-8. They just had to win the last game and they couldn't do it.
Yep.
Bum. It was trying to couldn't do it.
Yep.
Couldn't do
first
it.
winning season ever too, wasn't it?
No, that's the thing. They was gonna have their first winning season, and then they lost the last game.
They count as winning, right?
Huh?
Well, ain't that count as winning?
8-8. No, that's not winning. That's
you don't have a losing percentage.
Yeah, it's 500.
Because Tomlin's done it twice.
Yeah.
This new 17-game season saved his ass once too.
Yep.
Tomlin's
been 8-8 a couple times.
Yeah. He's never had a losing record.
So
the only other coach that I know, John Madden never had a losing record. And
I used to enjoy watching him coach, boy.
George Allen never had a losing record.
Down that sideline. He bringing back memories on this show.
Okay.
You got 3 minutes.
All right. Well, Shula made it happen with 2 teams. He left Baltimore. People forget that a young Don Shula took a Baltimore coach to the Super Bowl. He was upset in the greatest upset in NFL history against Joe Namath, wagging that finger.
Is that still the greatest upset in Super Bowl history now? Besides the Giants beating the Patriots?
It might not. It's the most important.
Right there.
The most important upset
because the most important.
It was guaranteed.
Yeah. I was saying the most important because if the Jets don't beat the Colts,
there's no merger.
There's no merger.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
There's no merger.
Right.
I mean, Kansas City solidified it the next year by beating Minnesota. But yeah.
My former neighbor played in the NFC what was it? What were they called? The merger game. He played for the Denver Broncos back then.
AFL, NFL.
The AFL?
Yeah, in the merger game.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he played at Duke University. His name is Glacken, Scotty Glacken. Yeah, I got to give a shout out Scotty Glacken, man. Yeah, he passed a few years after I moved over here. Great guy. Duke University, played for the Denver Broncos. They all wore throwbacks at his funeral. All the grandkids and great grandkids. It was tight.
My guy.
Look him up, Scott Glacken.
My guy cousin used to play for the Denver Broncos.
Oh, okay.
One side Denver Bronco fan, Haven Moses. But
I've always enjoyed the Denver Broncos, man, as a kid, watching playing in the snow and everything, you know?
I like the old Bronco uniform. The orange.
Yeah.
Wrapping
me up.
Time to go.
It is time to go. That's what they told Belichick. That's what they told Pete Carroll.
Wow.
Told Mike Brady. It's time to go.
Wow. Saban said bye-bye.
Gotta get up out of here.
All right, y'all. That was fun, man.
Yeah, good show.
So we leave you like we always leave you. Whether you like it or don't like it, learn to love it. It's the best thing going. We are All In Sports. We see y'all next time. Peace.